Sir, Pranit is only left.
Okay. ओके सो हेलो हाय नमस्कार उन सभी को मेरा प्रणाम जो आज मेरे साथ इस सेशन में जुड़े हुए हैं। मेरा नाम है प्रशल वर्वेक। आई एम ए केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट फ्रॉम VNIT नागपुर एंड करंटली वर्किंग विद Godrej Industries. So in today's lecture, we will be moving towards the this PFR. We always started with basics and then we move to batch reactor, and batch reactor के बाद we'll move to PFR. Okay, so I'll quickly recap what we studied in yesterday's class. Okay, so in yesterday's class we started with reversible reaction. Okay, you know what is reversible reaction? जहाँ पे we reach equilibrium condition, right? Equilibrium condition आती है, equilibrium. So what happens there? Rate of consumption of A. Wait, is here. Okay, so net rate of consumption of A is equal to 0, right? Using this we derived what is your equilibrium constant, that is rate of forward reaction, that is rate constant for forward reaction divided by rate constant for backward reaction. उसके बाद we calculated this Kc in terms of equilibrium conversion, बराबर, and using which relation? Anybody knows the relation name? It was want of relation, right? Want of relation हमने फाइंड आउट किया था कि Kc is only the function of temperature, right? It is not function of pressure, it is not function of inerts, or it is not function of what and all other variables are there. But I'll just want to tell you here it is not, it is only the function of temperature, right? Okay, then we converted this Kc in terms of Kp, right? So this was your formula, Kp divided by RT to the power delta n, and you know what is delta n. Okay, abhi using want of relation and similar to Arrhenius equation, we calculated one equation that was क्या था, ln of Kc2 divided by Kc1 is equal to delta H reaction, right, divided by your R. Okay, and you will be having, I think Pranit, your mic is on. Okay, so it is delta H divided by reaction 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Okay, so now you know what is delta H reaction? That is your enthalpy of reaction, or I could say it is change in energy during reaction. So you know, for endothermic reaction and for exothermic reaction, right? For endothermic reaction it is positive, and for exothermic reaction it is negative. Now please tell me what will be the effect of temperature. Okay, what will be the effect of temperature if I increase the temperature there? Okay, so here for we'll start with exothermic reaction, right? Exothermic reaction, what is your delta H there? That is your negative value, and we are increasing the temperature, so T2 is greater than T1. Now please tell me what will be the relation between Kc2 and this is Kc1, क्या होगा? And your next condition is endothermic reaction, जहाँ पे your delta H is positive, and if I am increasing the temperature, that is T2 is greater than T1, so what will be your relation between Kc2 and Kc1? And you know what is the relation between Kc and XAE? XAE is equal to Kc divided by 1 plus Kc. So there will be relation between XAE2 and XAE1. XAE2, XAE1. Okay. Pranit, what will be the first case?
Sir, Kc2 will be greater than Kc1.
Kc2 will be
greater than Kc1.
How?
So like since T2 is greater than T1, 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2 will be positive.
Okay, so T2 is greater, right? Okay, so that is positive.
Yeah.
And your delta H is?
अच्छा, so sorry, delta H is new to, yes sir, Kc2 less than Kc1.
Right. So what
Yes,
happens in exothermic reaction? Okay, I'll write again here. This your, by logic also you can calculate. Suppose you have exothermic reaction, तो क्या हो रहा है वहाँ पे? Your temperature is increased, and you know what is condition for exothermic reaction? Temperature should decrease according to what? Which law? That was your Le-Chatelier's principle, right? Equilibrium. If there is anything which is disturbing the equilibrium, so reaction will move in the direction जहाँ पे your changes are minimizing, right? तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, तुम्हारा एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन है, टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है, तो तुम्हें फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन में जाना है, फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में जाना है, तो व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू, सपोज एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन है, राइट, टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हो रहा है रिएक्शन में, एंड तुम टेम्परेचर बढ़ा रहे हो, तो क्या होगा, इक्विलिब्रियम कन्वर्शन विल डिक्रीज, बरोबर. तो योर इक्विलिब्रियम कन्वर्शन विल डिक्रीज. और सपोज इफ यू आर कैलकुलेटिंग यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला ऑल्सो, यू विल गेट सेम रिलेशन, राइट. This is your positive and this delta H is negative, so your overall equation is negative and you will be having, okay, yes, Kc1 is greater than Kc2, and that's why your equilibrium conversion in first is greater, and your, so here I can write, as you increase the temperature, right, temperature is increasing, your equilibrium conversion and Kc will decrease, right. Now in second case, Sai Kiran, please explain.
Sir, in second case, our delta H will be positive now.
Yeah, delta
So
H is
our
positive.
our Kc2 is greater than Kc1, sir. Therefore,
Yeah, barabar,
HA2 is greater than
yeah.
HA1.
Yes, yes, okay. So this is a, and even in case of endothermic reaction, तुम्हें पता है हीट क्या हो रही है, एब्जॉर्ब हो रही है रिएक्शन में. तो as you increase the heat or as you increase the temperature, the reaction will move in favorable direction or forward direction. So your conversion will increase in endothermic reaction. Okay. So सबको physical significance पता चल गया. Like directly physically you can calculate कि क्या क्या हो सकता है. Okay. So I will draw one diagram, right. I am writing here conversion. So what will be your maximum conversion? Here your temperature, so it is XA is equal to 1, that is your maximum, right. And we have two reactions. Okay, so तुम्हें पता है this will be one curve and this will be your another curve. Okay, so please tell me which one is endothermic and which one will be exothermic. Okay, Rutuja.
Sir, upper one will be exothermic and the lower one will be endothermic. Endman.
So this is, you are saying endothermic, right? See what happens. I am telling you again. If you are increasing the temperature, okay. If you are increasing, यहाँ पे दोनों cases में we are increasing the temperature, right? Temperature T2 is always greater than T1. Okay. Temperature बढ़ा रहे and reaction में already temperature is increasing. No, or because of reaction nature, right? Exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction में delta H is your negative. Okay. वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है और तुम टेम्परेचर बढ़ा रहे हो, तो योर इक्विलिब्रियम कन्वर्शन विल डिक्रीज, राइट. तो यहाँ पे डिक्रीज कहाँ पे हो रहा है, यहाँ पे. सो दिस विल बी योर एक्सोथर्मिक. विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टेम्परेचर, अगर तुम बढ़ा रहे हो, वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी हीट जनरेट हो रही है एंड तुम उसे और टेम्परेचर दे रहे हो. ओके, सो दिस इज लाइक अपोजिंग कंडीशन हो गया ना, क्योंकि वो रिएक्शन बोल रही है कि टेम्परेचर शुड बी डिक्रीज. ओके, सो दिस विल बी योर एक्सोथर्मिक वाला कर्व. समझ में आया? Should I repeat? And in case of your endothermic,
Once repeat, sir.
okay. See what is happening. I am explaining by writing this. Your exothermic reaction, right? You have this system, right? यहाँ पे exothermic reaction मतलब your heat is generated, right? Okay, heat is generated. So क्या होगा? Your temperature will increase, right? System का temperature will increase, right? Temperature बढ़ रहा है, okay? So in this case, if your temperature is increasing, I'll explain you Le Chatelier's principle, right? Le Chatelier's principle, what it is saying, if there is anything which is disturbing your equilibrium, right? Suppose you have this equilibrium condition, and suppose you are disturbing your equilibrium condition, okay? This was your equilibrium condition, and you are disturbing that. So because of what? Because of this, what is happening? If there is any system, you know, that will try to attain equilibrium condition, right? Any system has a tendency to attain equilibrium state, right? And if you are disturbing equilibrium, suppose I am giving this, I am heating this system, okay, and इसकी वजह से if there is a disturbance to the equilibrium, right? Temperature increase कर रहे हैं and your equilibrium is disturbing, okay? तो वहाँ पे क्या होगा? तुम्हें टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज करना पड़ेगा और सिस्टम विल मूव इन द डायरेक्शन जहाँ पे योर टेम्परेचर विल डिक्रीज. और सपोज अगर तुम टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज कर रहे हो तो योर व्हाट आई से, अगर तुम टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज कर रहे हो तो योर सिस्टम विल मूव इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम और इट विल ट्राई टू अटेन स्टेडी स्टेट, राइट? सो हमें जो भी चेंजेस हो रहे हैं विच आर डिस्टर्बिंग इक्विलिब्रियम, वी नीड टू मिनिमाइज दैट, ओके? यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? यू हैव इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट, ओके, एंड दिस इज एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन में तुम्हारा टेम्परेचर इज इंक्रीजिंग, okay? Temperature increase हो रहा है and because of which your equilibrium is disturbing. So reaction will move in the direction where your what I'll say temperature will decrease, right? So तुम्हें temperature decrease करना है in case of exothermic reaction so that we can attain equilibrium state, okay? So and अगर ये लॉजिक नहीं है तो I'll say कि तुम्हारा डायरेक्ट फार्मूला कर लो. फार्मूला में क्या आता है? दिस वॉज योर इक्वेशन, राइट? अगर तुम टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज कर रहे हो एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन में, ओके, सो व्हाट हैपन्स हियर? दिस टर्म विल बी पॉजिटिव, राइट? एंड डेल्टा एच आर रिएक्शन इज निगेटिव. सो ओवरऑल योर व्हाट विल बी दैट? इट इज निगेटिव. सो इट इज सजेस्टिंग कि योर केसी एंड equilibrium conversion is decreasing with respect to temperature. Suppose if you are increasing the temperature, see here, if you are increasing the temperature, your equilibrium conversion is decreasing. So कहाँ पे डिक्रीज हो रहा है? टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करने से यहाँ पे, राइट? सो दिस विल बी फॉर एक्सोथर्मिक. एंड इन केस ऑफ एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन वहाँ पे एनर्जी एब्जॉर्ब हो रही है, ठीक है? सो तुम क्या करोगे? मोर एंड मोर टेम्परेचर उसको दोगे सो दैट वो एब्जॉर्ब करते जाएगी एंड इट विल मूव टू फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन. एंड यूजिंग फार्मूला आल्सो, यहाँ पे तुम देखो योर दिस टर्म इज पॉजिटिव ऑलरेडी टेम्परेचर वाला बिकॉज वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर, ठीक है? पॉजिटिव है एंड डेल्टा एच आर रिएक्शन इज आल्सो positive. So your overall equation is positive. That means your Kc2 is higher as compared to Kc1. That means your equilibrium conversion is increasing with respect to temperature. तो यहाँ पे your equilibrium conversion increase कहाँ पे हो रहा है? In this direction, right? So this will be for endothermic reaction and this will be for exothermic. Okay, you write delta H positive. Here delta H reaction is negative, right? ठीक है? This was your curve and this was already asked in GATE exam, okay? And in GATE 2012 it was asked, ठीक है, for exothermic reversible reaction. Exothermic reversible reaction. What was your there are options. So could you please tell me what will be relation between K, T and pressure? K is your Kc, that is equilibrium constant. You know exothermic reaction में as you increase the temperature, okay, exothermic reaction है और तुम temperature बढ़ा रहे हो, okay, so Kc will decrease, right? And will there be any effect on pressure?
No, sir.
So it is independent, okay? This was about your Kc. Now यहाँ पे मैंने तुम्हें want of relation से बताया था, want of relation, right? Want of relation was saying it is only function of temperature. we need to follow this equation. Okay, now what are the factors? I'll write factors affecting your equilibrium conversion XAE. Equilibrium conversion XAE. Okay, so here I'll write first factor is pressure and second factor is your inerts. Right, inerts. First is pressure and second is inert. Now you know what is Kc. Kc is equal to XAE divided by 1 minus XAE, right? So if pressure is affecting XAE, so why it is not affecting this Kc?
So like the ratio will be same. XAE by 1 minus XAE will be same with increase in pressure or
Okay.
decrease in pressure.
Yes.
So
Okay. So
KC
there
does.
is, yeah. So this equation we are not following. We will follow this. Okay. This is a ratio. Okay. That's why we are following this Van't-Hoff relation, and it has similarity with other relations like Arrhenius equation and Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Okay. We are following that. So here, as he rightly pointed out, it is a ratio. That's why we are not following this. Okay. अभी यहाँ पे what will be your effect? जैसे मैंने तुम्हें बताया already Le-Chatelier principle. Okay. Suppose you have a reaction. Suppose मैं example दे रहा हूँ. You have 3A. It is reversible reaction. It is giving B. Okay. अभी इस reaction में if you are increasing the pressure तो क्या होगा? If you are increasing the pressure,
Moles will increase. P directly proportional to N.
Yeah. Okay. So here, see what I am saying here. Using Le-Chatelier's principle, if you are applying, ठीक है, यहाँ पर reaction में क्या दिख रहा है? In this reaction, moles are decreasing, right? You have 3 moles of A and you have 1 mole of B. So यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Moles decrease हो रहे हैं. Your overall volume क्या हो रहा है? Like I'll say overall क्या हो रहा है? Here you have, suppose you have reaction जहाँ पे 3 moles of A है. Okay, so I'll write these 3 moles and this is going to convert into your 1 mole of B. बराबर. So this is 1 mole and this is 3 mole. तो यहाँ पे तुम्हारा प्रेशर कितना था? ज़्यादा था, राइट? यहाँ पे प्रेशर सिंगल मॉलिक्यूल है तो इट विल एक्सर्ट लेस प्रेशर ऑन दिस वॉल. This 3 molecule will exert more pressure. So overall, using or observing this stoichiometry, you will see pressure क्या हो रहा है? Your pressure is decreasing. So reaction, what reaction wants? The pressure should decrease, right? Favorable is pressure should decrease, and here you are increasing pressure. So क्या होगा? Your equilibrium conversion will decrease according to Le-Chatelier's principle. Suppose you have this type of reaction like A gives 3B. Now in this condition, what is the case? Here your moles are increasing. That means your pressure is increasing, right? Pressure क्या होगा? Pressure exerted by single molecule and pressure exerted by 3 molecules, right? So pressure exerted by 3 molecules will be higher. So यहाँ पे reaction, what reaction favors? Reaction favors increase in pressure, and if you are increasing the pressure, right? यहाँ पे मैंने बोला pressure is increasing, so you are going to reach equilibrium, right? Favorable direction है, pressure increase होना चाहिए and तुम pressure बढ़ा रहे हो. That's why XAE will increase. Okay, so this was about pressure. Now
Excuse me, sir.
huh?
Sir, if we are increasing pressure, then our reaction will shift in forward direction. Then XAE should increase now, like to reduce the effect of pressure. Reaction will shift in forward direction in first case.
First case, no. See what happening here. What is happening here? What reaction is favoring here? You have 3A gives B, right? So what reaction is favoring here? It is saying pressure should decrease. Are you getting?
So, yes, sir. So forward rate will be more here.
Here, if you decrease the pressure, then it will move in forward direction, right? It will move in forward direction. And यहाँ पे तुम क्या कर रही हो? Pressure decrease कर रहे हो, right? Pressure is decreasing. That's why no. Here you are increasing the pressure. सो इफ यू आर इंक्रीजिंग द प्रेशर एंड रिएक्शन इज फेवरिंग कि प्रेशर शुड डिक्रीज, तो ये अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में हुआ ना, दैट्स व्हाई योर इक्विलिब्रियम कन्वर्जन विल डिक्रीज.
Okay, sir.
ओके, अभी किसी को डाउट है यहाँ पे? बाय ऑब्जर्विंग स्टोइचियोमेट्री यू कैन इजीली कैलकुलेट. सपोज यू हैव रिएक्शन, सपोज यहाँ पे बोल दो 5A gives 3B. So overall your number of moles decreasing, that's why your pressure will decrease. So pressure क्या होना चाहिए? Decrease होना चाहिए, then only it will move in forward direction. And यहाँ पे दो कंडीशन है, एक कंडीशन में तुम प्रेशर इंक्रीज कर रहे हो, एक कंडीशन में प्रेशर डिक्रीज कर रहे हो. ओके, सो जब तुम प्रेशर इंक्रीज करोगे तो यहाँ पे योर इक्विलिब्रियम कन्वर्जन क्या होगा? डिक्रीज, बिकॉज रिएक्शन वांट्स प्रेशर टू डिक्रीज. एंड यहाँ पे क्या होगा? प्रेशर डिक्रीज करोगे, इट इज फेवरेबल डायरेक्शन, सो XAE विल इंक्रीज. ठीक है, इट्स अबाउट दैट. अभी I'll tell you the effect of inert. Okay, effect of inert. So if you want a detail about this effect of inerts, I'll explain this in mass transfer. Okay, but यहाँ पे for just I'll say shortcut, you can say this inert has opposite effects as that of pressure. Okay, so decrease in inerts for all reaction, okay, has same effect as increase in pressure. So suppose तुम्हारे रिएक्शन में प्रेशर इंक्रीज होना चाहिए, राइट? योर रिएक्शन वांट्स प्रेशर टू इंक्रीज, सो what will be there in inert should decrease, right? It has opposing effect. These two are in opposite direction. So from the earlier example you can write down, you can consider this as a shortcut. Okay, I'll explain in detail in mass transfer. Okay, so take example same, A gives thrice B, right? A gives thrice B. So यहाँ पे what your reaction wants? Anybody can you please explain? Kaushik?
Sir, due to the presence of inerts, and
See, this is like inert has opposing effect as pressure. Okay, suppose तुम्हारे reaction is suppose your reaction wants pressure to increase, right? Suppose favorable is increase in pressure, तो inerts क्या होगा? Decrease. ओके, प्रेशर इंक्रीज होना चाहिए तो इनर्ट्स विल डिक्रीज. तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ पे प्लीज कैलकुलेट फॉर प्रेशर. प्रेशर क्या होना चाहिए? योर रिएक्शन वांट प्रेशर टू इंक्रीज. सो व्हाट विल बी देयर इन केस ऑफ इनर्ट्स शुड बी
decrease.
yeah, so inerts will decrease, then only it will move in forward direction and you will be having XAE to be high, right? So in brief I could say here क्या होता है? suppose you have reaction, यहाँ पे this is a part of mass transfer, this is your closed system, this is piston arrangement. okay, यहाँ पे you have A molecules and B molecules. okay, A and B दोनों हैं. so total pressure of reaction क्या होगा? it is sum of partial pressure of these two, right? what and all number of moles of A will be there, that will contribute to this pressure, and your B molecules will contribute to the pressure, that is partial pressure B. okay, अभी suppose if you are adding inert here, inert add करेंगे, right? so what will be case in case of this inert add करने से क्या होगा? your volume will decrease, right? volume क्या होगा inert add करने से? see, you have this volume, यहाँ पे if you are adding inert, that means you are diluting your system, right? you are diluting your system. समझ में आ रहा है? suppose you have this, I'll write in numerical form or in numbers. suppose यहाँ पे you have 100 moles total है और 100 moles पर or consider this XA, that is moles. Mole fraction of A is 50 divided by total moles 100, or it is 60 divided by total moles 100. So your XB will be क्या? That will be your 40 divided by 100 moles. Okay. And suppose यहाँ पे तुमने इनर्ट्स ऐड कर लिए, सपोज 50 मोल्स ऑफ इनर्ट्स तुमने ऐड कर लिए, so what will be your XA and XB? So this will be 50 divided by 150, no it is 60 divided by 150, and your XB क्या होगा? XB will be your 40 divided by 150. समझा? So overall क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? You are diluting your system, right? Inerts add करने से you are diluting your system. That means your this pressure will decrease, right? Your pressure will decrease. So what will be next? Total pressure is decreasing. By addition of inerts, your pressure is decreasing. So can you see here there is a opposing effect? By addition of inerts, I am writing here, by addition of inerts, your pressure is decreasing. Okay, so these are having opposite effect. That's why I have written earlier only, if your reaction favors increasing pressure, that means it favors decreasing inerts. Okay, should I move? We'll talk about this in detail when we'll start mass transfer. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, so in some reactions like A gives rise to B, since there is no change in moles, there will be no effect, right, due to adding or decrease of inerts.
Yes, because what happens, see, suppose you have 3A gives 3B, right? So यहाँ पे your reaction want to be at stable state, right? Always it wants to be at stable state. यहाँ पे your moles increase ही नहीं हो रहे, कुछ नहीं हो रहा, that is equal to 0. So your reaction wants it should be at that state only. Okay, so increasing pressure or decreasing pressure, it will not affect. Okay, because initially भी तुम्हारे 3 moles थे, final भी तुम्हारे 3 moles है, so इसका pressure will be same and इसका pressure will also same. Initial pressure भी same रहेगा, final भी same रहेगा, so there will be no effect on this equilibrium conversion. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So should I start with this reaction coordinate now? Maybe you know a bit about that. Reaction coordinate. Reaction coordinate is also called as extent of reaction. Extent of reaction. Okay, and it is represented by epsilon. So what it actually does is it measures the progress of reaction, right? Measures the, please write, I have already told you, measures the progress of reaction. I'll explain this. Okay, suppose you have a reaction, that is CH4, suppose it is reacting with H2O and it is giving you CO plus thrice H2. This is your reaction. Abhi at time t is equal to 0, in my reaction, this is my container जहाँ पे मैंने 1 mole of component A suppose and 1 mole of component B डाल दिया, right? So this is 1 mole and this is 1 mole. So at time t is equal to 0 and I am considering there is a pure feed, so this moles will be 0 0. Okay, and at time t is equal to t, suppose if I am considering 50% conversion हो गया है, right? XA is capital XA, that is conversion is 50%. So what will be your moles of A or moles of CH4? Remain 50% has been converted, so ये रहेंगे तुम्हारे 0.5, बराबर. अगर 50% has been converted, so your 0.5 of A will be there. That means your moles of A converted will be 0.5. अगर A के 0.5 मोल्स कन्वर्ट होते हैं तो व्हाट विल बी कन्वर्टेड मोल्स ऑफ दिस B, that will be 0.5 because stoichiometry state it is 1:1 mole, so half is to half mole. And what will be corresponding this CO, that will be your 0.5, right? यहाँ पे 0.5 कन्वर्ट हुआ तो दिस विल बी 0.5 फॉर्म. यहाँ पे कितना होगा anybody?
1.5.
1.5.
Right. Abhi, as I told you in starting classes only, extent of reaction is CA naught XA divided by A is equal to CB naught XB divided by B, right? यही बताया था, is equal to CC naught X C divided by C, kind of this equation, right? So यहाँ पे I'll write it in generalized way because this is for reactant and this is for product, right? So I write in generalized way, that is extent of reaction. Okay, this is equals to change in number of moles divided by stoichiometric coefficient, बरोबर. And this change in number of moles is positive for what? Product, and it will be negative for reactant. Okay, but you know this is measuring the progress and progress of reaction forward direction में. Okay, extent of reaction मतलब क्या बोल रहा है, that is converted, so you know that will not be negative. So in order to make it a positive term क्या करना पड़ेगा, प्रोडक्ट के लिए you need to consider this nu as positive, that is your stoichiometric coefficient. So product का stoichiometric coefficient you need to take as positive and reactant का लेना पड़ेगा negative, so that you will be having this delta epsilon, or epsilon I could say as a positive quantity because progress of reaction cannot be negative. Okay, abhi please calculate using this formula, calculate epsilon A for all, epsilon for all. This is not your what, fractional change in conversion, right? This is your extent of reaction. Rutuja, can you please calculate for reactant A, change in number of moles per unit stoichiometric coefficient?
But for all species, it is half.
Hmm?
For all species, it is half, sir.
Yeah, it is same. Yeah, it is. Why? Because change in number of moles is 0.5 divided by 1. Here change in number of moles 0.5 divided by 1. Here also it is 0.5 by 1. And here it is 1.5 divided by 3. So it is same for all species, right? That is extent of reaction. Okay. So GATE 2002 question, extent of reaction is epsilon. It was written different for reactant and product. Second, dimensionless. Third is depends on stoichiometry. And fourth one is all. So you need to find which one is correct. And please explain. Gitani, wanna try?
Sir, depends on stoichiometry.
Okay, so okay, this is correct answer. But यहाँ पे you will be having two conditions. This was not mentioned in examination, but actually there are two conditions. You know, it is not different for reactant and product, so this will not be there. What is the unit of this? Epsilon, that is your extent of reaction here,
Moles.
right?
Moles.
So it is moles.
Moles.
Now, so all will not be there. Now, please think about this depends on stoichiometry, because मैंने तो बोला है तुम्हें कि it is not depending on stoichiometry, because यहाँ पे देखो सब रिएक्शन के लिए तो सेम ही है। एक रिएक्शन में stoichiometry पे कैसे डिपेंड होगा, बिकॉज यहाँ पे इवन इफ यू हैव stoichiometry डिफरेंट बट रिएक्शन तो बैलेंस ही रहेगी ना एक्चुअली. सपोज आई एम सेइंग कोई भी रिएक्शन ले लो, N2 plus thrice H2 gives what? This twice NH3. अभी दिस रिएक्शन वोंट बी लाइक कि 2/1 2/2 हो जाएगी. ओके ऐसा तो नहीं रहेगा. यू विल बी हैविंग ऑलवेज बैलेंस रिएक्शन, एंड बैलेंस रिएक्शन के लिए इट इज नॉट डिपेंडिंग ऑन स्टाइकोमेट्री. सो यहाँ पे आई ऐड वन थिंग फॉर डिफरेंट रिएक्शन or two reaction I will say in example, and for same reaction. So for a reaction it is not depending on stoichiometry because for all reactants and product it is same, and for different reaction it depends on stoichiometry. क्योंकि suppose instead of this reaction if I consider दूसरा reaction, suppose SO2 plus half O2 gives no it is SO3. So for this reaction it depends on stoichiometry. यहाँ पे extent of reaction will be different, यहाँ पे will be different. For different reaction it will be different. So for that reaction it depends on stoichiometry. Okay, समझा?
Yes, sir.
Sir, if there is N2 plus 3H2 gives, if we multiply the reaction by 2, then our extent will be different, right?
No?
Like SO2 plus
Okay.
half O2 gives 3SO2. So 2SO2 plus O2 gives, 2SO2 plus O2 gives 2SO3. So
Okay,
extent
so
will be
2SO2.
half.
Let me check. SO2 plus this O2 gives twice.
2SO2.
Okay,
2SO3.
2SO3. Okay.
Yes. So
So
extent will be like in first case it is E epsilon, and then second case it is epsilon by 2.
how?
So stoichiometry will change like
No, but based on this stoichiometry.
No, like change in
your-
moles will also be multiplied by 2, ना?
Yeah, that's what. यहाँ पे change in moles तुम्हारे double हो रहे compared to that reaction. समझा?
okay sir.
Okay. Who explained this initially before Rutuja?
Pranit.
Okay. So Pranit, please you elaborate this for other students.
So like let's take 1 mole of SO2 and 1 mole of O2
Yes.
initially, and for the first reaction if we consider 1 mole of SO2 is reacted, then the O2 will be half reacted and
Half.
SO3 will be
Yes.
1 mole.
Yes.
Same in the second case, if we take SO2 reacted 1 mole,
Yes. So
then
this will be half
yes sir.
oxygen. Okay. So it is like same. Okay. So that's why it is not depends on stoichiometry for a reaction. ठीक है. वैसे तो this question यहाँ पे bonus mark मिले थे I guess. सभी को mark मिले थे. Because they weren't mentioned it is for different or it is for same reaction. Okay. Now during design of batch reactor, what was your equation you got? That was your E is equal to Na naught integration dx divided by minus Re into V, right? It was that. But whenever we are doing any designing, so you want answer in terms of volume, right? Because you are doing designing. So अगर suppose मैं बोल रहा हूँ I need to manufacture this much kg of this product, this much kg of A product, तो उसमें what I need to consider, क्या करना पड़ेगा whenever I am saying designing, you need to design reactor. तो वहाँ पे you need to calculate volume. अगर तुम्हें volume पता चल गया and you know this cylindrical arrangement, and if you know what is this diameter and this is height, or if you know one of this diameter पता है तो you can calculate height using this volume. बराबर. So whenever I am saying designing, there must be volume term. Okay. So how can you convert this time data into volume data? Because solving this equation will give you time, right? It will be in terms of time, and for designing purpose we want volume. Okay, so I'll tell you how can you go to volume level, right? That is designing. Suppose if I am saying what you, okay, anybody can tell me what is this time actually? Here time I am considering, that is your residence time, right? Residence time, or I'll say it is batch time. Batch time, okay. मतलब this is your this is your batch reactor. यहाँ पे you are putting your reactants at time t is equal to 0 and तुम्हें पता चला कि reaction time तुम्हारा it's 2 hours. So 2 hours के बाद your reactant will convert into product. Okay, so after 2 hours you are removing this product. Okay, so this time is what? That is your residence time. Okay, residence time, or it is also called as batch time, or it is also called as holding time. So whenever it is saying ki using designing of batch reactor, here in terms of time you are getting equation. So what is that time? That is your residence time or batch time or holding time. Okay, but along with this time वहाँ पे कुछ और time add होगा. कौन सा? Before taking batch you need to clean the reactor, right? So वहाँ पे cleaning time आ जाएगा. Okay, उसके बाद you need to charge reactants, right? That is your charging time आएगा. Then you have to discharge, or you need to discharge the product, तो ये time आएगा. So total time will be what? Total time will be equal to your this what you are calculating using equation, that is your residence time, or that is your batch time, plus your time for charging plus discharging plus your cleaning and all. Okay, so this will be your total time. Abhi please take an example. Example 1, this generally asked in interview. Okay, suppose your residence time is 7 hours and your discharging, charging and all this time is 1 hour. So what is your total time required for batch? For a batch, right? Single batch, it is 8 hours. However, so in a day, how many batch you can calculate? You can do there, like how many batches you can perform? It is 24 divided by 8. So 3 batches per day, right? And तुम्हारी इंडस्ट्री जहाँ पे तुम्हें सप्लायर को, जो भी तुम्हारा कस्टमर यहाँ पे तुम्हें सपोज 24 टन्स पर डे डिलीवर करना है. 24 टन्स पर डे तुम्हें डिलीवर करना है. सो per batch what will be your volume? Per batch what is your volume? I am taking simple this 24 and 8 multiplication just to have simple calculation. What will be your volume per batch, or what will be your volume of this reactor? कैसे निकालोगे?
8, like 24 by 3.
Right, you have 3 batches in a day and you need to do you need to perform this or you need to produce 24 tons per day, right? So per batch your amount will be this 24 divided by 3. अभी इसमें कुछ और फैक्टर आएगा. This is in tons and here it is volume.
Density.
Right, so this 24 tons you need to convert into volume. So 24 divided by density, so this will be 24 by density divided by 3. और इन सिंपलेस्ट वे, ठीक है, ये तो बस ऐसे क्वेश्चन था. इन सिंपलेस्ट वे I'll say suppose you need to produce 24 meter cube per day. Okay, 24 meter cube per day and your batch cycle time is 8 hours. So you have 3 batches per day. Okay, and what will be volume per batch? That will be your 8 meter cube per batch. So you will go to a designer person or mechanical who is working on that project person, and you will say कि ऐसा तुम्हें reactor design करना है, batch reactor. Okay, so this volume you calculate कितना रहेगा, and based on which you calculate what is volume. Volume is equal to this pi r square into this L. So based on which you can calculate what is your radius and what is your length. You need to assume one and you need to find out other. Okay, so this was about designing. Okay. Any doubt here? So we will move to next topic, that is your plug flow reactor. Designing of plug flow reactor. So I want to know what you guys know about this PFR. What and all you know? Please tell me here.
Like residence time is same for all elements in PFR also.
Okay. Residence time is same.
steady type,
No mixing.
Okay. No mixing.
steady type.
Okay. Then
Like no mixing in horizontal direction, but vertical direction there may.
that's why I want to explain. Okay. So it is not in. So I'll also explain technical terms. So this is your radial direction, right? Radial direction, and this will be your axial direction, right? So no mixing in axial direction, and there will be 100% mixing in radial direction. Okay. Then next point.
Constant velocity.
Constant velocity. I think you want to tell velocity, like velocity of each and every
Velocity
particle
profile
at a
is same.
section. Yeah,
Same velocity.
at a cross section.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Okay. So velocity of all molecule is same at a cross section. Okay. Anything else?
Steady state,
What?
steady state performance.
Okay, steady state. Okay, good. Then what about your Reynolds number?
It's infinite, I guess, a turbulent flow.
Okay, so you can write it as highly turbulent, right? Highly turbulent. Okay. और कुछ पॉइंट ऐड करना है?
No accumulation.
What?
No accumulation.
No accumulation. That is your steady state. No accumulation. Okay. Okay. So now I'll start. Okay. So what are other names for this reactor? I'll write first. Don't need to remember, but just for your information. Whenever I'm saying it is PFR, it is always ideal, right? It is always ideal. जब I'm saying it is PFR, so it is always ideal. Always ideal. Okay. So you have names like it is a piston flow reactor. Okay, it is called as piston flow reactor. It is also called ideal tubular reactor. Ideal tubular reactor. Other name will be your annular flow reactor. Annular flow reactor. And next is rod flow reactor. But we generally used, or in most of the times we use is PFR only, plug flow reactor, that is ideal tubular reactor. Okay. So एक चीज पूछता हूँ, what is the difference between tube and a pipe? Okay, and tell based on diameter. Tube has diameter, so diameter of pipe is very high as compared to diameter of tube. Okay, that was the difference between tube and pipe. So हमारे इसमें we need to take pipe, or if what I'll say, your residence time, based on residence time you can go for ट्यूब ऑल्सो. ओके, जब तुम्हें वेलोसिटी ज़्यादा चाहिए, राइट, वेलोसिटी ज़्यादा चाहिए मतलब रेसिडेंस टाइम शुड बी वेरी लो at that time you go for tube. Okay, right. Now I'll write some points. Okay, this is your TFR, your in, this is out. Okay, you need to balance over it. Okay, balance over it. So which balance will apply? Will it be total mass balance or it is a component mass balance? Because there is a reaction, A gives B, suppose. So you need to find out how concentration is varying, right? So you need to choose which one? Component balance, right? Component balance. Okay, component balance में what was your unit? That was your moles per second. इसको कैसे लिखते थे हम? Moles per meter cube into meter cube per second. सही है? What is your moles per meter cube? That is your concentration. What is your meter cube per second? That is your volumetric flow rate. And this moles per second is FA. Okay, in batch reactor or where there is no flow, you considered this FA or you replace FA as Na. Okay, just we are considering moles in case of non-flow reactor, but यहाँ पे you need to go for FA, that is moles per second. जैसे your Na is equal to Na naught 1 minus of XA था, here you will be having FA is equal to FA naught 1 minus of XA रहेगा. Okay, it is same. So I am assuming your volumetric flow rate is V naught and your output volumetric flow rate is V. Ca naught is initial concentration, Ca is your final concentration. Here your Xa is equal to 0 रहेगा, final will be Xa, and this flow rate is, or I'll say molar flow rate is Fa naught, and here it is Fa. Okay, so if I draw a concentration profile over this length, right? This is your length of reactor, suppose. Consider this length of your TFR. Okay, and this is your initial concentration kitna hai? That is your Ca naught. What will be your final concentration? Will it decrease or increase? It will be a lower value, right? So suppose this is your concentration profile. What will be your conversion profile? This was initially 0, right? Initially it is 0, and this conversion will increase with respect to time, and it will reach to maximum value, that is Xa is equal to 1. Okay, so this is your concentration profile and your conversion profile. Now suppose I am considering this portion only, small portion. Okay, यहाँ पे this is your small dl. So what will be conversion over this length? This will be your conversion, right? That is your dxa. And what is your concentration drop? This is your concentration drop, dca. समझा? तो यहाँ पे this PFR is like, this is one cross section, this is second, this is third. Okay, this direction your axial direction, and this is your radial direction. Okay, so as I told you, पहले तो मैं एक चीज़ क्लियर करना चाहता हूँ. यहाँ पे यू हैव कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, आई विल टेक इट इन नंबर्स ओनली. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा मोल्स थे 10 moles per meter cube. So using this profile, what will be the moles here? That will decrease. So यहाँ पे तुम्हारे moles हो गए 8, यहाँ पे your moles हो गए 6, यहाँ पे your moles हो गए 4. So concentration क्या हो रहा है? It is decreasing. बराबर है, concentration is decreasing. Now अगर मैंने ये दो स्ट्रीम को मिक्स कर दिया, suppose if I am mixing this cross section, two cross section, so what will be your average concentration approximately? that is your 8 plus 6 divided by 2, right? So it will be your 7 बराबर. तो क्या हुआ, जब तुमने हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इज मिक्स्ड विथ योर लो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, सो योर टोटल कॉन्सेंट्रेशन क्या हुआ, डिक्रीज. ओके, टोटल कॉन्सेंट्रेशन डिक्रीज हुआ. एंड व्हाट इज योर रिएक्शन, माइनस आर इज इक्वल टू के इंटू सी ए टू द पावर एन. so for n greater than 1 what you want, concentration decrease होना चाहिए या concentration increase होना चाहिए for higher rate, which one will be favorable?
Select for higher rate of consumption or production.
Or I will say rate of reaction is high, rate of reaction to be high. Any idea? See, यहाँ पे your minus RA is directly proportional to the concentration when n is greater than 1, right? So for n greater than 1 what you want, concentration should be high for high rate of consumption I will say, or high rate of reaction. Okay, high rate of reaction high है. एक्चुअली क्या हो रहा है, सी तुम्हारा रेट ऑफ कंजम्पशन ऑफ ए ज़्यादा है, दैट मीन्स योर रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन ज़्यादा है, राइट? जितना कंजम्पशन होगा उतना ही तुम्हारा प्रोडक्शन होगा उधर प्रोडक्ट का, दैट मीन्स योर रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन इज हाई. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट इज योर कंजम्पशन. सो दिस माइनस आर यू कंसिडर रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन. सो फॉर हाई रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन योर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू बी हाई. और यहाँ पे मिक्सिंग से क्या हो रहा है, व्हेन यू आर मिक्सिंग योर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन क्या है, इट इज डिक्रीजिंग. So is mixing is good for reaction or it is bad for reaction?
Bad for reaction.
It is bad for reaction, right? So mixing is not favorable, right? Mixing should be avoided because it is decreasing your concentration for the reaction where order is greater than 1. Okay, please keep in mind this. Okay, so यहाँ पे अभी मुझे बताओ, ठीक है, यहाँ पे axial mixing दिखा है. Please be careful in this sentence also. Okay, so which mixing I am saying, यहाँ पे क्या मिक्स किया था मैंने, ये दो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मिक्स किए थे, राइट? एक्सियल मिक्सिंग. ओके, सो एक्सियल मिक्सिंग शुड नॉट बी देयर इन PFR. so whenever I am saying mixing is bad for reaction, that is your axial mixing. so axial mixing should not be there, should be avoided. बट मुझे बताओ इस डायरेक्शन में यहाँ पे यू हैव सेम कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, राइट? बिकॉज आई एम कंसिडरिंग इट इज अ क्रॉस सेक्शन. ओके, यहाँ पे तुम्हारा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन क्या है, सेम है, 6 है, यहाँ पे भी 6 है, राइट? सो इन दिस डायरेक्शन व्हाट यू वांट, कॉन्सेंट्रेशन शुड बी व्हाट, even if it is mixing it is not affecting your rate, so your radial mixing should be 100%, right? Or it should be as max as possible. So these are two sentences, right? Whenever you are defining PFR, at that time you should be aware ki axial mixing should be 0 because it is decreasing your rate, and radial mixing should be infinite or it is as maximum as possible. Okay, यहाँ पे किसी को डाउट है कुछ? Should I move? Okay, so I'll write one equation. Rate is directly proportional to concentration, which is directly proportional to radial mixing. Okay, in the radial direction you must have mixing, and it is inversely proportional to axial mixing. Okay, this was your equation for PFR. Okay, दूसरा I will talk about your velocity profile. Okay, तुमने क्या बोला था, this is your PFR, this is your PFR Okay, so I'll explain it in detail somehow. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या है, this is your input and this is your output. Suppose if I am considering this cross section, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, suppose this is 2, यहाँ पे concentration is your, suppose I am assuming 10, this is 6 and this 4. तो whenever this 6 क्या होगा, आगे जाएगा तो concentration will decrease, so 6 will go to 4, right? तो this 6 will be replaced by this 10. 10 क्या आ जाएगा, इधर आ जाएगा, right? So there is a continuity of flow. I'll say in simple, this is continuity of flow, right? This 6 will go here and it will become 4, and this 10 will come here and it will become 6. Then this 6 will move to this 4, this 10 will move to this. So at any time, if you see this location or if you are watching this location, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, concentration is 6 always, यहाँ पे क्या होगा 4 always. It will be replaced by previous molecule जिसका concentration is high, right? And this high concentration will move to forward direction. So at any time, at any cross section, your concentration is same, right? Any cross section it is same. So this cross section में 6 रहेगा, यहाँ पे 10 ही रहेगा. So what can I say with respect to time, पहले भी 10 था, अभी भी 10 है, next time 10 हो गया, it is replacing by previous molecule. So it is not varying with respect to time, not varying with respect to time, but what you can see here, it is varying with respect to position, right? यहाँ पे 10 था, यहाँ पे it is 6, यहाँ पे it is 4. So with respect to position it is varying. So I'll write here, concentration is function of position, but it is not function of time, right? So you have steady state here and it is your, what I'll say, position के according it is varying, right? Is it clear? ओके, तो मैंने तुम्हें बोला था कि यहाँ पे यू हैव हाई वेलोसिटी, राइट? दैट इज इट इज हाईली टर्बुलेंट फ्लो होना चाहिए, हाईली टर्बुलेंट. देन यू विल बी हैविंग फ्लैट वेलोसिटी प्रोफाइल, राइट? वेलोसिटी प्रोफाइल शुड बी दिस. सो द बेसिक एजम्पशन बिहाइंड इट इज, तुम्हें एट एनी क्रॉस सेक्शन तुम्हारा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन शुड बी सेम, और दिस मॉलिक्यूल जो भी है यहाँ पे will move to next position, this will move to next position, right? There will be continuity of flow. Okay, so in order to have flat velocity profile, मतलब यहाँ पे जो molecule है, यहाँ पे molecule है, यहाँ पे all molecules will be having same velocity. Otherwise in laminar flow you must be aware of this velocity profile ऐसी रहती है, you will learn in fluid mechanics, right? तो मुझे बताओ, this molecule has highest velocity and these two molecules has lowest velocity. So based on this velocity मुझे बताओ which molecule will come earlier, पहले कौन सा आएगा, which one will come first? The one with
highest velocity.
So यहाँ पे तुम्हारा this molecule will come first, then यहाँ पे this will, as your r increase, right? This is your r is equal to 0. यहाँ पे as your r is increasing, radius is increasing, what is happening, your molecules का residence time is, right? molecule उतने late आ रहे हैं, so residence times increase हो रहा है उसका, right? So in order to have same residence time for all molecules, सबकी velocity यही चाहिए, right? That's why we are assuming here velocity of each and every molecule is same. That means velocity profile should be this, right? This molecule, this molecule, this all molecules should come at same time. So they all must have same velocity, right? That's why we are assuming flat velocity profile. Okay, flat velocity profile. This was about basics of this PFR. Any doubt here? We'll move. यहाँ पे this is your cross section where we are looking. Your feed is entering, feed is coming out. Z is equal to 0.
Sir, once can you repeat this velocity profile thing again?
Okay, see, in PFR, right, what one I told you earlier, key, I'll tell you in simple one. So in PFR you want concentration should be high, right? Minus RA is equal to K into C to the power n. So in order to have high rate, you should have high concentration, right? If तुम्हारी velocity profile is like this, ऐसी प्रोफाइल है. So यहाँ पे this molecule has highest velocity, बराबर? This molecule has lowest velocity. Okay, so which one will come first? This molecule will come first, right? अभी यहाँ पे इसके सामने भी कुछ मॉलिक्यूल रहेंगे ना, बिकॉज इट देयर इज अ कंटिन्यूटी. ओके, देयर इज अ कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ फ्लो. तो अगर इफ आई एम नॉट मेंटेनिंग दिस फ्लैट वेलोसिटी प्रोफाइल तो क्या हो जाएगा? ये मॉलिक्यूल सपोज मैं बोल रहा हूँ एट टी इज इक्वल टू 0 पे एंटर हुआ एंड टी इज इक्वल टू 5 मिनट पे ये मॉलिक्यूल आ रहा है, राइट? इसके पीछे का मॉलिक्यूल कब आएगा? 5 प्लस सम डेल्टा टी, बराबर? 5 प्लस सम डेल्टा टी, द नेक्स्ट मॉलिक्यूल. बट यहाँ पे अगर ये मॉलिक्यूल फास्टेस्ट है, ये दिस मॉलिक्यूल्स आर स्लोअर, तो क्या होगा? ये लो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, ये हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन वाले एंड इसके पीछे का लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन वाला मॉलिक्यूल विल मिक्स. समझा? देयर आर टू मॉलिक्यूल्स, राइट? आई एम नॉट एबल टू ड्रॉ हियर, बट
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
so suppose if you are not maintaining flat velocity profile, so molecule will come late and late, and जैसे जैसे वो late आएंगे it will mix with the molecule which is previous to that. Okay, so overall there is a concentration drop and which is not favorable, right? That's why you want all molecules in this same region or in a same cross section to come at same time, and in order to have that you must have same velocity of all molecule, right? So molecule की velocity same कब होगी? Flat velocity profile जब रहेगी. And flat velocity, when you will be having flat velocity, that is if you have highly turbulent flow, right? Turbulent flow में you are having this kind of velocity profile. It is near flat velocity profile. Okay, अभी based on this knowledge मैं अभी एक question पूछता हूँ. You know what is this? Is your length and velocity of molecule is v, right? So you know time is equal to distance upon speed. Okay, so okay, so I'll write in terms of this is length and your velocity is v and this is your time. Okay, so what you want in PFR, concentration to be high, और इसमें concentration high रहता है because flat velocity profile है, तो दोनों equivalent है. Concentration high, okay, for this you want velocity to be high because you need to maintain flux flow condition, or I'll say flat velocity profile. Okay, so your flow is highly turbulent, that is velocity is very high. अभी मुझे बताओ, suppose you have a reaction जिसका residence time is very high. Suppose I am saying your velocity is 10 or 100 meter per second. I'll say velocity is 100 meter per second and your residence time is 8 hours. Okay, calculate the length of PFR. What will your length of PFR? You know length is equal to
Sorry.
what?
Sorry,
No,
sir.
it is in hours. Okay, so 24 hours, no 8 hours into you need to multiply by 3600 into 100 meter, right? Calculate this.
So 2.88 into 10 power 6.
2.8 into 10 to
88
power,
into 6.
okay, 10 to power 6 meter. How can you have this high length, मतलब तुम how can you maintain this high length PFR? कैसे कर सकते हो इतना मीटर? It is not centimeter or I'll say mm में है, it is in meter. So you cannot have PFR in this condition, right? So इस कंडीशन में तुम क्या कर सकते हो? What can you decrease? Because तुम्हें turbulence को भी चाहिए, you want velocity to be high, at the same time you want length of the reactant should be less. Okay, जैसे suppose if I am saying 10 मीटर का कॉलम है और 10 मीटर का PFR, it is okay, but this much मीटर का PFR it's not possible. So इसीलिए for reactions with high residence time we don't go for PFR. Don't go for PFR. At that condition we choose MFR over that. Choose MFR. So ऐसा कभी क्वेश्चन आता है कि if residence time is high, so at that time and उसका वैल्यू भी दिया है, सपोज कि इट इज 2 hours और इट इज 1 hour और इट इज आई विल से 5 hours. ओके, सो ऐसे कुछ आता है जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लग रहा है, सो विल गो फॉर MFR, विल नॉट चूज PFR, बिकॉज इफ यू वांट टर्बुलेंट कंडीशन एंड यू वांट रेजिडेंस टाइम शुड बी हाई, तो तुम्हारी लेंथ ऑफ PFR शुड बी वेरी वेरी हाई. ओके, वेरी वेरी हाई. और सपोज अभी मैं बोल रहा हूँ व्हाट इज दिस इक्विवेलेंट टू 2.8 into 10 to power 6 meter. How much kilometer it will be? 2800,
2800.
right, into 10 to power 3 kilometer. So what will be the distance actually if you measure in kilometer? कितना दूर आएगा? So is it possible to have this much length? Like 2800
No, sir.
kilometer,
Practically
2800
not
kilometer
possible.
is not possible. So you will not go for PFR in that case, right? Because you want flat velocity profile. So and suppose what will be your comfortable length, like 10 meter nikalo, what will be your residence time at this condition, and you are maintaining 10 meter per second, let's say. So time is equal to distance upon speed, it is 10 meter divided by 10. Okay, distance is meter and this is in meter per second, so you will be having 10 seconds. See, what should be the residence time? No, it is 1 second. For 10 meter column height you want residence time to be 1 second. बरोबर है? Correct. So PFR is generally used for gas phase reactions, because in gas phase reaction you have high residence, you have lowest residence time. वहाँ पे क्या रहता है, तुम्हारे पास एटम कंबाइन होते हैं, राइट, और आयनिक रिएक्शन से जहाँ पे तुम्हारे आयंस कंबाइन हो रहे हैं. ओके, so this was about MFR introduction. Okay, now we'll balance over it. समझा कब अपन MFR के लिए जाएंगे, कब PFR के लिए जाएंगे. ओके, I'll write this topic in detail जब हम कंपेयर करेंगे कि सपोज इफ आई गिव यू रिएक्शन एंड उसके लिए सब डेटा दिया रहेगा, सो इन दैट केस यू नीड टू कंसिडर कि हाँ PFR के लिए जाना पड़ेगा या फिर MFR के लिए जाना पड़ेगा. ओके, तो टिल डेट अभी अपन ने पढ़ा है कि कंसंट्रेशन इज फंक्शन ऑफ पोजीशन and it is not function of time, right? So this is your PFR. Okay, and this is your cross section. यहाँ पे XA is equal to 0 था, XA is your some XA value, and in this you are getting DXA. okay, ये मैंने explain किया था in this profile over the length. पता है DXA was conversion you are getting in this length. So here suppose your conversion is XA. So what will be this? XA plus DXA, right? I'll draw this version. Your X, this is your X plus DXA. यहाँ पे your conversion is DXA and your length is L or DL, you can say short length. Okay. अभी your flow rate is here FA naught, here it is FA. Suppose I am considering कि यहाँ पे तुम्हारा FA जा रहा है. So what will be this? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes.
Sir, can you repeat one?
Okay. See, suppose you have this cross section. तुमने एक छोटा सा cross section consider किया है जहाँ पे you are getting DX से conversion और तुम्हारा concentration drop हो रहा है from CA to CA, CA naught to C or some CA1 to CA2. So DCA will be your concentration drop and DXA is your conversion you are getting in this small cross section, right? Small cross section. यहाँ पे your FA is entering. So what will be your FA out? That will be your FA plus DFA, right? और DFA तुम्हारा पॉजिटिव रहेगा या नेगेटिव रहेगा? बिकॉज FA इज योर मोल्स पर सेकंड, बराबर? तो मोल्स क्या हो गए तुम्हारे? A के मोल्स क्या हो गए? Decrease, right? So DFA
Yes,
is your negative because
negative.
moles are decreasing for reactant. Okay. अभी so you write assumption. Consider differential volume, मतलब very small volume, okay, and uniform concentration inside this cross section. Your concentration is CA, you are assuming, suppose यहाँ पे your DCA you are getting as a difference. So I should draw like this, okay? This is like a cross section. This is having very small width, or I'll say this DL is tending to 0. Okay, I am just drawing a this version like zoom version, you can say. Okay, uniform concentration inside. Suppose if you are balancing for component A, what will be that? Rate of moles of A in minus rate of moles of A out, right? This dot is for rate, plus what? Consumption minus consumption and plus like rate of moles of A in minus rate of moles of A out plus rate of moles of A generated, right, minus rate at which moles of A consumed is equal to moles of A accumulated per unit time, right? So substitute this value. What are moles in? That is moles per second. What is in here? That is your FA.
FA naught.
Right? FA. I am considering this differential volume. This FA naught is entering, but in this differential volume, I am considering FA is entering, right? A small
Yes,
volume, because throughout it is FA naught is also decreasing. Okay, so FA is entering. What is total coming out? That is FA plus DFA. When you do physically, or when I'll tell you the physical significance after this, you will find this consumption is equal to your conversion. Okay, so this is your moles in minus moles out minus what is your consumption of A, that is minus RA, and you told what is rate unit moles per meter cube into second. So when you want moles per second, you need to multiply by volume, right? So here it is volume, and the next one is that I'm writing for consumption. Generation is 0, and your accumulation is
0.
what is the accumulation?
0.
0, because you are
Zero.
considering steady state. Okay,
Steady state.
so you will be having minus DFA is equal to minus RA into V. Anyone here? Can you please? Okay, and is there any change required here? I am considering differential volume, right? So its volume will be dV, right? So it is dV, and using this you can physically understand कि your consumption of A will results into your rate, right? जितना तुम्हारा rate ज़्यादा रहेगा उतना तुम्हारा consumption ज़्यादा रहेगा. Okay. Now FA is equal to what? FA naught 1 minus of XA for flow reactor, right? So what is your DFA? That is your minus FA naught into DXA. Substitute here. So FA naught into DXA is equal to minus of RA into dV, right? Now your volume is varying from, so I consider differential volume dV, but this is your length of PFR. So your volume is varying from 0 to volume V. Okay, so separate it and integrate. So dV over integration 0 to volume is V P for plug flow reactor is equal to integration here. Conversion is 0 here. Conversion is maximum, that is conversion XA, and you will be having here dXA divided by what? Minus of RA. Okay, and कुछ टर्म मिसिंग है यहाँ पे dXA divided by minus of RA, dV divided by FA naught. Okay, so you will be having volume by FA naught is equal to integration dXA divided by minus of RA from 0 to XA, right? In case of PFR, you are getting this equation. Okay. Now, can you please draw the graph between this 1 by minus RA versus XA? This is your XA, this is your 1 by minus of RA. Will it start from 0? Anyone? Will it start from 0? At time t is equal to 0, or I'll say at this length x or L is equal to 0, we will be having some value, right, for rate. So 1 by finite is not equal to 0. So your this rate will start from this, and this kind of equation will be there. And जब भी तुम्हारा integration आता है, you need to consider area under the curve, right? So area under the curve, suppose this is your XA, so you will be having this is as Vp divided by FA naught. So you know what is value of Vp? You can calculate if you know FA naught, right? Using this graphical representation, you will calculate Vp divided by FA naught, that is area under the curve, and using this, if you multiply it by FA naught, you will get volume of PFR, that is your designing, right? बैच में क्या कैलकुलेट किया था? टाइम कैलकुलेट किया था, देन वी कन्वर्टेड इट इनटू वॉल्यूम, राइट? यहाँ पे तुम्हें डायरेक्ट इक्वेशन वॉल्यूम के टर्म्स में मिला, दैट इज योर डिजाइनिंग. हो गया सभी का? नाउ here I have considered differential cell, बराबर? एक छोटा सा पोर्शन लिया था, राइट? जहाँ पे मैंने बोला I have assumed
concentration uniform, right? So the assumption. What will happen if this concentration is not constant? Here, suppose you are having Ca1, here you are having Ca2, here you are having Ca3. If I am not assuming it is uniform, then anyone? At least guess करो कुछ. ऋतुजा?
Sir, maybe accumulation term will be there.
Accumulation और कुछ? Right? See, what is your Ca into nu, that is your Fa, right? Suppose if you are not assuming it constant, this constant, or it is uniform, or suppose if you are not taking average of all these values, that is Ca average, you cannot get value of Fa, right? तुम्हें Fa मिलेगा ही नहीं if concentration is not constant or it is not uniform. If you won't get value of Fa, how can you apply this material balance, or I'll say component balance? नहीं लगा सकते ना? That's why we are assuming concentration is uniform, and if I multiply with volumetric flow rate, I'll get value of Fa, and then only I can apply material balance or component volumes. That's why I'm assuming here that concentration is uniform in that cross section. Any doubt here? Okay.
So like you are trying to say at every point we cannot find Fa if
What?
Ca is not constant.
I'm not getting.
Like, so if we don't assume Ca as constant at some area, then we
Yeah.
can't find Fe at certain point. That's what you're trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to tell you. That's why we are assuming concentration to be uniform, so that we can apply mass balance equation there. That is your component balance equation. Okay. So your homework will be GATE 2017 question on equilibrium conversion. Okay. So there you need to find what will be your time. What will be your time for completion? So reaction is of the type, suppose you have TBA, tributyl acetate, plus this ethanol. It is giving you plus water, right? This kind of equation is there. Okay. You find this, you upload it on group, and we'll solve it then. Okay. You try to solve it. If it's not possible, then I'll be there. Okay, I'll solve. So अभी इस सेक्शन में किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है? Any doubt? Like I'll revise. मैंने शुरू किया था डिजाइन से, फिर हमने पॉइंट देखे थे, like difference between these two tubes and pipe. Then we came to this concentration profile, conversion, then why concentration is high, right? And whether mixing is favorable or not. Okay. उसके बाद हमने पढ़ा था concentration is varying with respect to position, it is not varying with respect to time, and why there is a flat velocity profile, because flat velocity profile is this, you will be having residence time of all molecule is same. Okay. So can you please tell me what is difference between distribution and a number? here distribution I am writing. Okay, suppose in class we have students of different age, right? So I'll be having here age and number of students. Okay, so generally what happens, we are having 18 to 24 age, right? 18 to 24 suppose I am assuming. So 18 के कुछ students होंगे, then 24 पे कुछ students होंगे, right? Then again in between भी range रहेगी, right? So what will be the distribution here? 18 वाले, then 19 वाले, okay? Then you are having 20 and some 24 here. So you will be having some students here, some students here, some students here. So you are getting here distribution, right? This is called distribution of students. Okay. Suppose if you have students of same age, right? 18 वाले है पूरे class में. So what will be your distribution here? It will be a straight line, and we cannot say this is a distribution, right? Here I can say it is a distribution, but यहाँ पे हम distribution नहीं बोल सकते because we are having all students of same age, right? Similarly अभी मुझे बताओ PFR में all molecules have same residence time, right? सभी molecule suppose 3 minute inside reactor spend कर रहे हैं, right? 3 minute inside reactor. So you will be having this kind of distribution, right? तो distribution इसे बोल ही नहीं सकते अपन because all molecules have same residence time, and suppose अलग अलग residence time होता तो what was your this distribution? 3 minute रहेंगे, कुछ 4 minute वाले रहेंगे, कुछ 2 minute वाले रहेंगे. So you'll be having like distribution like here. Okay, so in PFR you have all molecules with same residence time. That means your residence time distribution is 0. Residence time distribution is equal to 0. That is, there is no distribution of particles with different age, right? So कभी भी पूछा गया what is ideal PFR, so you tell residence time distribution is 0. That means all molecules have same residence time. ये एक point बच गया था. Okay, so RTD is equal to 0 in PFR. Any doubt here? सब clear हो गया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll stop here. Okay, we'll meet in tomorrow's class. Okay, please do the homework and I'll upload some questions on group. Please try to solve that. Okay, and if you have any doubt in previous homework, please upload it on group. We'll solve that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.